is not a night for a long homily because the liturgy itself is a homily in action. It speaks for itself. So I won't be very long, just a half hour or 45 minutes. Just keep it nice and short. But I just want to paint a little picture for you. Most of you, I want you to picture your image of the Last Supper, and you have probably a nice painting in mind, or a tapestry, or a sculpture, and you have Jesus and sitting at a table with the apostles on either side of him. And that actually is not the way it happened at the Last Supper. We're told they reclined at table. So the table was very low down, and on those days people would recline and that way. And so, very interesting in the Gospel this evening, we're told Jesus got up from the table, left the supper or the table, and took off his outer garment and began washing the feet of his apostles' disciples. Now, if you can picture that, they would still be reclined, and he went behind them to wash their feet. That to me makes it even more humbling, more an act of humility, and more almost significant. This is God. God, Christ, the creator of heaven and earth. Christ is everything. And now he's kneeling before ordinary human beings, washing their feet. Did he miss out anyone? No. When it came to Judas, he also washed his feet. Total forgiveness. That was Christ. All inclusive. Totally inclusive. What is the lesson? What is the lesson for us in the gospel this evening? As I have done to you, now go and do to one another. And so we have that beautiful commission of love. The commandment of love. A mandatum of love. And Mass does not finish when the priest says, go now in peace to love and serve the Lord. It doesn't finish. It begins all over again, albeit in a different way. I happened to read one time, there's a church in a little town in Ireland, and it happened, which probably wasn't totally unusual, that on either side of the church there was a pub. And in Ireland, and sometimes here too, unfortunately, but in Ireland, people, for some unknown reason, tend to leave the church early, or they rush out the door as if the place was on fire on a Sunday morning. But they describe the early leavers as having a thirst after righteousness straight into the pub. Now, when the priest says at the end of Mass, go, the Mass is ended, go now in peace to love and serve the Lord, you've got to go out then and put what you've been celebrating here, you bring it out. You bring out the love of Jesus, the forgiveness of Jesus, where you work, where you go, to your family, to where you socialize, and you become Jesus to those people. That is the real significance of the Mass. So every time you come to Mass, you are given a mission. You are given a task. Go out now and spread the good news. Go out now and continue the Mass like you have celebrated here, really celebrated. Because every time you come to Mass is a beautiful way of thanking, and it's a celebration of love. beautiful celebration of love. And this evening we remember three beautiful things. We remember that this evening the first Mass was celebrated, the priesthood was instituted, and the commandment of love was given. We were given a mission. The apostles were given a mission, because Jesus was saying, carry on now where I have left off. And that's why on a Holy Thursday night we have the beautiful ceremony of the washing of the feet. And early this morning, if you just come down here, everybody, and just down somewhere down here. Earlier this morning, our lovely Holy Father, Pope Francis, washed the feet of prisoners, and it's very, very moving. And I just want you to watch this. And this man is so humble. You know, he's a beautiful man, and he gets so much criticism and bad press sometimes, and we never hear about things like this. So Dawn will just now play that for us. Each of the prisoners' feet or foot, he actually went down and kissed them. What a beautiful example of absolute humility and service and love. And that's what we are asked here tonight to do from this night on. Love one another as I have loved you.